Do you like sports talk, debate, and predictions, while also looking at some young studs? Well, young stud. We got Mr. Simp Seb over here. EJ, myself. And we won't just be bringing you sports talk and debate. We'll also have great content coming, as myself is a boxer. We're some young, ruthless, reckless people. We'll bring you some fun content. GenZFanatics, welcome.
Alright, so today's episode will have us breaking down our season predictions for both NFC and AFC. However, today's segment, EJ will break down the NFC and myself will break down the AFC, which I don't have my Patriots shirt on because I'm saving that for week one. As many of you guys may already know, week one, Patriots versus Eagles. They start off 0-1. Let's get started. Where's the marker?
Cold day in hell before that happens.
All right, so cold day in hell, huh? That's
Kick
crazy.
us off, Seb.
Oh, I most certainly will.
The stage is yours.
Of course it is. So, of course, nice little coloring, EJ. I didn't know they were still in pre-K, man. All right. So,
Your board looked like Stevie Wonder did it. Let's go.
It's all good. All right. So, as many of y'all know, I am a Pats fan. This pick is not biased at all. It was completely made by accident of the way I ran on the schedules and, all of that. But, starting off with the AFC East, one of the best divisions this year, hands down, I think. The Bills, preseason or off-season news for the Bills. Stephon Diggs didn't show up to mandatory training camp because
He wanted that check.
he was upset of what happened in the playoffs, where Josh Allen did not throw him the ball when he was open. So he was a little upset. He didn't show up to training camp. They say it's all hashed out. I doubt it. The Bills have a tough schedule, tough division. So for me, Bills go 9-8 this year. Just because I just don't think the beef is hashed between Diggs and Josh Allen. For my Patriots,
Oh, God, here we go.
the surprise team.
The surprise team.
Every year there is a surprise team in the NFL. Someone's like, how did they
Why
do
I want
this?
to be your team.
How did they do this? Why? How did they win this many amount of games? I think the Patriots are that team this year. They've been real quiet this offseason with everything that they have been conducting at training camps and stuff like that. They've been really quiet. No attention is really on them. And Mac Jones, third year in the NFL. The third year is the make or break year for every NFL quarterback. As you saw for Jalen Hurts, you've seen it for Justin Herbert, you've seen it for every quarterback so far. They either succeed or they don't, and then they go uphill or downhill. So,
Carson Wentz broke.
with that being said,
Literally.
Patriots, in my opinion, they start off the season 5-0. Then we lose 3 in a row. Typical Patriots. After that,
5-0. Who's the first 5 games?
first 5 games, my friend, I'll tell you. Philadelphia,
Okay,
Miami, Jets,
0-3.
Cowgirls, Cowboys, but we call them the Cowgirls,
No comment. 1-4.
and the Saints. I see that happening. Okay, so
Maybe the Saints.
Patriots go 11-6 this year. With that being said, for the Tua, can you stay healthy? Can you? I don't know. I really don't know, man. Jalen Ramsey, big part of their defense, is out till December.
Yeah, that's big.
So their defense is already shortened. And injuries happen every single year in the NFL. It's just a part of the game. It's a brutal game. And
I got you, homie.
I just appreciate it. As I was saying.
Picking up the pieces as always.
The Dolphins, I don't know. So I just don't see the Dolphins really having a good year. Well, they're going to have a good year. They've been excelling. I like their coach. I really do. I think he's a genius.
What Weirdo, but a genius.
Dolphins will go 10-6 this year. So that's going to be good. For the most part, I think this division makes the playoffs. I think the whole division except the Jets will make the playoffs.
So right now you got Buffalo as the worst team in the division.
No, I haven't got to the Jets yet.
Okay.
All right. So now to the worst team in the division, which is, obviously a strong one, the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 40 years old. I'm not sold on it at all. Now, I made these predictions before Dalvin Cook news surfaced. His top two teams, the Jets and the Patriots, haven't decided yet. If Dalvin Cook does join the Patriots, this will be more accurate, I think. But, with that being said, my assumption is he won't join the Jets. So with that being said, Aaron Rodgers is not it. I think they have a strong end of the year, but they missed the playoffs by going 8-9. I think Aaron Rodgers is going downhill, and he's not the guy anymore.
He hasn't been the guy for since 2011.
Well,
he hasn't got it done.
He hasn't got it done, but
get it done. He couldn't get it done.
He's been a good season quarterback, in-season quarterback. He's been good.
He's kind of playoffs.
He's kind of like the Cowboys. They get it done in the season, but then when the playoffs come, we don't
just
know.
fast forward. They ain't making it to the NFC.
Anyways, next we got the South. Ooh, now listen to the Jags. I don't gotta say much. Calvin Ridley, a fantasy steal. Take it down right now. Trevor Lawrence, amazing, purely amazing. You put that duo out there, easy.
That's another third-year quarterback.
Jacksonville goes 14-3. They dominate this kind of weak division.
Is Trevor Lawrence getting MVP talk?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so MVP caliber season.
My, if you want to do this now, MVP for me, top 3. Patrick Mahomes, Hurts, and Trevor.
All right.
Plain and simple with that. Now for Tennessee, I don't care if DeAndre Hopkins signed. He's cool. But what's the point of having an elite receiver when you don't have a guy that can throw to you, right? Derrick Henry, complete king, another fantasy steal, I think. But Tennessee, for me, I don't think Tannehill's the guy. They're going to go 7-10. I think they struggle to start the year. They win maybe 2 of their first 5 games. I just don't see it this year. Going to the Colts, this is my category of Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Colts, Anthony Richardson. Don't get me wrong. He is a rookie quarterback just drafted from Florida. But
created Madden player.
But problem with that is, who does he have at receiver? Nobody.
Michael Pittman. I know that's not enough. Alec Pierce could make some noise.
So, Jonathan Taylor requested a trade out. I don't see them going anywhere without Jonathan Taylor in general. Maybe you add Jonathan Taylor, they win 4 more games than my prediction.
Wow. Okay.
So, with that being said, I think they go 5-12 this year. They do have kind of a tough schedule, but it's just I think rookie quarterback Jonathan Taylor is possibly going to be gone, and no receivers is pretty much enough to go 5-12. So for the Texans, Ohio State fans, I'm not sorry. Never ever has there ever been a quarterback drafted from Ohio State that succeeded in the NFL. Right now, y'all top candidate is Justin Fields.
I'm not sorry for what he just said.
So
go on.
So
tell him how it is.
Ohio State, you guys produce great college quarterbacks. College. NFL wise,
best team ever.
NFL wise, they produce great receivers, great backs, great defense, everything except quarterback.
I can give you a tutty or 2 a game, throwing to Terry McLaurin, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and
C.J.
Garrett
Stroud,
Wilson, Chris Olave. Come on, man.
C.J. Stroud. I don't know C.J. Stroud. He's not it for me. Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Ohio State quarterbacks. Stay away from him if you're an NFL.
Is Fields better than Stroud?
Right now, he's the best.
He be?
Yes, he will be. Okay. I think Stroud will be an average quarterback, just like most of them get the highest accomplishment is just an average quarterback in the league. So with that being said, Texans go 5-12 this year. Going on to the West, Patrick Mahomes, best player in the league, hands down. There's no debate about that. You could give him the worst receiver in the league, and he will still win games. I mean, it's just he's just so different, So Patrick Mahomes, my MVP pick and my Super Bowl pick. Kansas City goes 14-3 with a struggling division, according to me. Going to the Chargers, something happens to them every single year. I mean, something always happens. Justin Herbert is elite, but something always happens to the Chargers.
They find a way to screw it up.
They find a way to screw it up
Always
every single year.
Screw it up.
So, with that being said, they're going to have another Chargers average year at 8-9. So,
I would not want to be a Chargers fan.
no.
If I lived in San Diego and that team moved, I'd find a new team.
You're not wrong.
I'd go somewhere else.
Ooh, Las Vegas. Man, I'm sorry for y'all. I just think, just to keep in mind, your running back is out of the state currently. Josh Jacobs left the state early last week.
Told you, man. He just wanted y'all to think that he's at the Strip. He's at MGM Grand.
Josh Jacobs does not want to be there anymore. Let's be honest with that. Jimmy Garoppolo failed 2 of his physicals, I think. Again, receivers. You got Devontae Adams.
Dog.
Who else?
Chirp.
So, Devontae Adams isn't enough. I think the defense is going somewhere. But Las Vegas, no.
I think that defense
6-11.
is garbage. Going.
Mad Max is pretty good, I think.
Mad Max is good.
I think Max Crosby is the heart and soul of that defense.
They lost Denzel Perryman.
Yeah, that is pretty big too. Last but not least, Denver. I'm not sold on Russ. I don't think the coaching was the issue last year. Sean Payne, a great coach, but you have receivers constantly.
They've already lost 2.
Yeah, so
Tim
receiver
Patrick and Hamler.
So receivers are really limited this year. There's no running game. Let's be honest. There's no running game at all.
I'm not high on Javonte Williams this year.
No.
He tore 3 ligaments in his knee.
Russell, you could argue he's still good and he's still not, but when you don't give him the useful tools, he can't excel at.
Comeback player of the year, unless they give it to DeMar Hamlin.
I just don't think
Because he didn't get hurt.
DeMar Hamlin isn't even on the roster yet. They haven't made.
Even though he's at practice?
He's on practice team reps. At least that's what I heard. Anyways, Denver for me, not it this year. Russ, I think they see Russ isn't really who he is anymore, and they trade him. They enter the Caleb Williams sweepstakes for me. 4-13.
Russ, even though there's no chance in hell that you're watching this, remember this guy when you show him wrong this year.
I loved him on Seattle. And I was rooting for him in the Super Bowl. Not against us, against the Panthers.
Man, you just need some time to acclimate to that altitude.
Yeah,
and he'll be good.
No, you could talk about that in our next segment. Right. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think Denver sucks this year, straight up.
A lot of emphasis on that sucks.
So last but not least, the North, really strong division. Cincinnati, Joe Shiesty, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon. I like that team. I like that defense. I love that O-line. I think Cincinnati has a great year, like they always have been for the past 3 years. They go 12-5 this year.
Joe Burr.
I think Joe Burr. Again, Joe Burr might miss the first week or two due to a calf injury, but when it comes back, it'll be like, there was no change at all. Going to the Ravens.
Their backup quarterback has never started an NFL game.
That'll be really interesting. I think they lose week 1.
He went to Washington. All right, yeah. Gosh, but never started an NFL game.
So for the Ravens, while we're on the subject, Lamar Jackson.
Florida boy.
You see, he can't get it done. He just simply can't get it done.
He's going to show y'all.
I mean, he's an MVP
Why? 'Cause
quarterback.
He's a running quarterback.
He's a running quarterback.
That's why he can't get it done.
So he doesn't have the line to protect him either.
Ronnie Staley's not bad.
Odell and his receivers. You got Odell, which I don't believe Odell is going to be good after his ACL tear. No player really goes back to their original form after tearing their whole ligaments in their knees. No. So
Twice.
So Zay Williams, however, another
Flowers.
fantasy. Zay Flowers. You're right. Zay Flowers.
That's what
I
I'm here
think.
for. Picking up pieces.
I was. I think about Javonte. Because
You don't have to explain yourself. Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, another fantasy steal. I think he'll be a good receiver in the league if Lamar throws to him. Mark Andrews, great tight end, but I just don't think that's enough for me. Baltimore goes 9-8, and they will sneak their way into the playoffs this year. Going to the Browns, it's the Browns. Something just like the Chargers. Something always happens to them. Something always happens to the Browns. Don't know what it could be this year. There's no question. Deshaun Watson is legit. He's a great quarterback. Chubb, great running back. Who they got a receiver? Cooper?
Amari Cooper, DPJ, Elijah Moore.
That's
pretty big.
My assumption is something's going to happen to the Browns this year. They also
David Njoku.
They also have somewhat of a schedule that you can't really get around. I don't know.
They gotta play that division.
Yeah, that's one thing. Cincy, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Baltimore, and then a bye week. San Francisco, they win in Indiana. Seattle, they lose. I don't know. It doesn't seem to me. I think they have something go wrong this year, as usual. I mean, it's the Browns. Let's be honest.
How does Deshaun Watson do?
I think Deshaun won't be the problem this time. I think it's going to be something at back or something on defense because their defense is thin as it is. Of course, Miles, Garrett is a dog, but
Zadarius Smith's not bad.
But other than that, who they have, So Cleveland will go 8-9 this year. They have an average year to me, I think. So last but not least in this division, Pittsburgh. I'm not sold on Kenny Pickett at all. I think this is the Mike Tomlin year, which I would say this is his last year. They gotta refresh at coaching. They gotta, go around, see what they have in the bank. Pittsburgh for me won't be good this year. Caleb Williams sweepstakes for them. I'm not sold on Kenny Pickett. I'm just not.
You know who the best team in PA is.
So 4-13 for Pittsburgh. They gotta play this division again twice. I don't know, man. I mean, I think they split one of the Browns, but Baltimore and Cincy, I don't know. It'll be tough. So we'll see what happens with that. Going to the playoffs, though. Oh, obviously, my boys, Patriots, will come into play here somewhere. But top seed, can't go wrong. KC wins again. It's just not, it's obvious.
Not fair. It's really not fair.
Going down to second, Jags shock the road, make it to the second seed. Jags get a home playoff game. If Jags get a home playoff game, me and EJ will consider going to that game for
I'll be there. Depending on what's on the itinerary.
I'll consider it.
I got nothing going on. I will drive my happy behind upstate to Jacksonville. It's like 5 hours.
We'll see what happens.
There ain't nothing there, dude. That's the boonies.
At number 3, I think Cincy sneaks in at 3, have another average year, above average year at 3. New England, since they won the division, they'll come in at 4.
Worst of the division winners.
Yeah, surprise. It's a strong division, man. You got KC, Cincinnati, Jacksonville, Miami, Chargers, Baltimore. Dude, it's just
the AFC's insane, man.
AFC's loaded this year, so I think a lot of good teams, a lot of tough competition, which is what's hard for these predictions for me. At number 5, I think Miami coming there. Again, question of Tua's health. I don't know, man. Tua I don't know. Everything else is great, but the Ramsey injury and the Tua situation, don't know. I'm not so confident if I was a Dolphins fan. I also hate the Dolphins because they always get the better of us, the Pats, every single year. So, but not this year. Not this year. The Bills, due to their drama with Diggs, they come in at number 6. I think the Bills are going downhill. I think their peak was past few years. Now it's going to start going downhill.
Almost beating the Chiefs in the playoffs. That was their peak, almost beating the Chiefs. Because last year they did worse than...
Yeah, each year they're doing worse. So I think this year they take another step back and they end up trading Stephon Diggs because the drama... I don't think it's over. I really don't think the drama's over. You can't listen to what the media says because obviously the Bills are going to be like, yeah, everything's fine, you know, but you don't see behind the scenes. I don't think it's over. I really don't. It's going to take one play. One play that Josh Allen does not find Diggs, drama's all back. That's what I see it as. Baltimore.
That's what you're hoping it happens.
Yeah, according to my predictions, I need that to happen. Baltimore will be the last playoff team in the AFC this year, sneaking at 7. They always sneak into the playoffs somehow. It's weird. For a Super Bowl, easy. This is no thinking about it. KC make the Super Bowl from the AFC. And I think they are my Super Bowl winners this year again.
Again, back to back.
Pat Mahomes will go back to back.
They go 4 years in a row. They win 3 of the 4.
Yep. So
I don't even know if the Pats did that.
Oh, we didn't, but it's okay.
What, y'all went against the Falcons.
Then
you went against us and you lost, so that's 2 years in a row. And then you beat the Rams, but you didn't go after that, huh?
Nope. The Rams were our last Super Bowl. So, but anyways, now EJ will give you his NFC predictions for today. See what he got to say about his birds.
Let me get this one.
And also, we got to attack the Cowboys. We just have to. So,
there's not much to say about the Cowgirls, man. Like, y'all know who the best team in the division is. 10 division titles.
Speaking of, did you see what Jerry Jones said about the Eagles?
I heard what he said. I mean, did I listen to it?
Tell me why they should watch out. Why should the Eagles watch out for Dallas? What, Dak Prescott led the league in fumbles 2 years ago. Last year led the league in interceptions. Okay, man. Okay, Dak Prescott got to go.
10 division titles since 2000. And the Cowboys got 6 division titles since 2000.
Cowboys fans have to wake up.
2 Super Bowl appearances in the last 5 years. And God knows when. I think me and all my Cowboys friends were still a seed the last time they went to the Super Bowl. So, you don't mind, Seb? Let me take the stage.
Go for it. I will happily watch. I wish I had some snacks, but it's all good.
Wish I had some leg room.
You made this setup, man.
Let's go.
You just
scoot up a little bit, man.
Alright.
Let me sprawl. Get comfortable. Look at the camera.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Be purdy. Alright, y'all. So, we already talked about the Cowgirls. Alright? And there's not much to say. We can fast forward it to the end of the season. They're going to lose in the first round, or they're going to lose in the second round. Shoot, they might not even make it in the playoffs in a perfect world.
A lot of people, like ESPN, don't think that they'll make it to the playoffs this year.
Really? Mm-hmm. I see nothing but Cowboys hype all the time, and I just don't know why.
You know, we have a couple Cowboys friends, but they just need to wake up. Like, we love y'all, but you guys annoy us during NFL season, man.
Either way, I got y'all winning 10 games. It hurts me to put you guys in the double-digit column for wins, but 10-7.
Why do you think they're going to win 10 games? Is it their defense? Is it their receivers? Why do you think
the receivers are good.
Their defense.
I honestly am not too high on Pollard. That break was nasty.
Yeah.
In a very late part of last season.
Yeah.
So he didn't have too much. It's a pretty quick
dropping
turnover.
Ezekiel Elliott was kind of surprising to me.
I didn't think that was too surprising. Wheels were falling off.
Yeah, but maybe one more year.
Every Zeke video I see, he's working out with the jacket on. As a boxer, I know what that means. He's having a little too much late night snacks. Okay. So, now, we'll move on to...
You skipped your birds, man.
Oh, I'm saving the best for last.
Oh, of course you will.
I put them at the top because they're going to be at the top, but I'm going to save the best for last. Alright?
Alright.
Don't worry. Let's not jump to any conclusions. But, I got the G-Men. Rough season for the G-Men.
Really?
Rough season for the G-Men.
Okay.
I just think because they made the playoffs, they were given a pretty tough schedule. And I think last year they had a pretty cake schedule. They stole some games. That one game in Baltimore, that was a very impressive win. Beating the Packers, that was another very impressive win. So they could pull it off, but just seeing it, man. San Fran, Seattle, that means they also got to play the Rams and the win against the Cardinals, but they have to play the whole West, man. And I just don't see it. And with that, they're going to go 6-11. Also, they got to pay the whole AFC East.
Yeah,
this whole division's got to pay that whole division, man.
It's brutal.
That's tough.
It's brutal for sure.
All right. So,
Washington. Shout out to our boy Chrissy Boy. By the way, October 28th to the 30th, we are going to Washington D.C. for the Eagles versus Washington game. Our boy Chrissy Boy will come with us as well. You guys will meet him. He's a character for sure.
So you're gonna see a little,
but we're bringing you guys some great content from that game, from just all around that trip. It's gonna be great. I am excited for that trip.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
For sure.
And like everything in DC is like free. Like
and Pokemon Go's hot too.
We're gonna take the city over. Just know that.
Oh, and it's Halloween weekend, so
oh crap! I didn't even know that.
A lot of spooky stuff might happen. It'll be good.
I should show up to the game in a full Eagles mascot suit. It's gonna be cool out. I could do that.
Would y'all love that? I would love it.
How about that? We'll put a like or a comment challenge
if
there
we
do that.
we get, how about?
No, we're not gonna do it yet. We'll do it though.
All right.
Put one, but let's just wait.
All right.
Keep the water in your mouth, man. All right, y'all. So with that being said, Washington, the best start of your guys' season is starting 3-3. Then after that, you're gonna finish 2-9 in the remainder of your games.
Ouch.
Yeah, with somewhere in there, you're going to conduct a 4-game losing streak. And that's going to give you an overall record of 5-12.
Ouch. Oh, we're sorry, Chrissy.
Now, like I said, save the best for last. Alright? Will we have as good of a season as last year? No.
Absolutely
we will not be as good as last year because all the fans were up Roger Goodell's butthole, talking about we had the easiest schedule, but if you look back at it, we took some games. Made it to the Super Bowl. Not enough said.
3 good teams.
Alright. We're going to start 3-0. We're going to sweep these Cowgirls off their feet.
Yeah,
We're going to split with the Giants and Washington because they're just thorn in my side. Dub of the season, other than sweeping the Cowboys, is we're going to beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead, coming off our bye.
Payback.
We're going to beat them. We have a whole week to get ready, and I think we're going to go to Arrowhead and win. We're going to be 11-6.
Oh, we should have gone to that game, man.
In Kansas City?
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot. We got
we might got
until week 11.
We might have to
That'd
seriously consider that game.
That game is going to cost a pretty penny. A Super Bowl rematch. Alright, guys. Now, let's move on to the South. Alright? So, to start off, we'll go with former Heisman winner, number 1 overall pick, Bryce Young, who I personally am a fan of. Then, I think they're going to have a rocky start going 0-3. And going into their bye, I think they're going to be 1-5. Once Young gets going and everything gets rolling and offense starts clicking,
Yep, marinated.
I think they're going to finish 6-5 after that bye and have an overall record of 7-10, which kind of sounds like a typical Carolina Panthers season.
Now,
and they had to trade up for that number 1 pick. I believe.
Question is, who do they have as receivers, man?
All right, best receiver on the team. You tell
DJ
me.
is gone, so they don't got DJ anymore.
They got a new one in town. DJ Chark.
Oh, Jesus.
You're not a fan of DJ Chark, my guy?
Bro, do you remember last fantasy draft last year when
Kyle
picked DJ Chark and you were going off about it?
Oh, I was killing it.
Like,
he's a Panthers fan too, so Kyle, y'all got your boy. I'll buy you a jersey if you need me to, man. I got you. Stitch too. Because your boy is on your team now. He picked somebody else too, and it was horrible, man. I forget who it was.
I can't wait for fantasy this year.
Dang right. And Kyle, if you're watching this, you'll put that dog collar on at the draft party. We're booting you out the league.
Just so you guys know,
down
if you get last place in his fantasy league, you got to put an electric dog collar on, which we're gonna do at Hooters on our draft party.
Unless we run out of Airbnb.
Which is in the works. We're looking at that option. But wherever, Kyle's going to have to put a dog collar on it. It's going to be interesting how long we could go till his blood boils, but we'll see.
Oh, man. All right. Now, moving on to the Dirty Birds. The Falcons. Personally, I like this team.
28-3.
I'm pretty excited about the Falcons, not going to lie. Too excited? No. But I'm pretty excited.
There's one player I am excited about. Their running back.
Bijan
Robinson. A fantasy must. You must have him in fantasy. You got to have him. You just got to. I mean, he's going to produce.
What round are you picking him in?
I ain't telling you that.
All right.
Shoot. How would I give him
early? He's going early.
Yeah, how about picking one?
Your pick's before me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it don't matter. You had a crap season. I know I'm late.
I didn't have a crap season. I missed the playoffs by, 2 games?
Yeah, you had those teams we're talking about, like Carolina.
Injuries killed me, man. It's whatever.
San Diego or LA type of season. All right, but either way, I got the Falcons starting 2-0, so they're starting hot. Then they're going to end the season 0-2. I just think after tape gets out, teams are going to get on to Desmond Ritter's tendencies. They got Heineke. That's who personally I think should be starting. And they're going to catch on, and they're going to be able to compete with some teams, and I think they're going to be very interesting to watch, but they're going to go 7-10.
Ooh, tied up the Panthers, huh?
Yeah, this division is very
This
tight.
division is the worst in the league this year.
Yeah.
The league always has a division that people see and they're like, gross. This is like the worst. This year it is going to be the NFC South with the strength that they have. They don't have any, but it's going to be tough.
All right, we're going to move on to the Saints. Personally, this is my favorite team. Well, roster-wise, Falcons are my favorite team.
Yeah.
Coaching-wise, New Orleans. But I just think they're going to put it together. Drafted Chris Olave in my Dynasty League last year. I am kissing myself all over for it. Now.
You don't kiss too hard now.
I don't use tongue. Saints, starting 2-0. All right? They're going to put together another 3-game winning streak somewhere in that season. I think they still got a lot of winning pieces with when they were very successful with Drew Brees. I think they're going to finish the season 9-8.
Oh, wow.
What? Yes. Jesus. Last game of the season is New Orleans and Atlanta, I believe. Yes. And I think that's going to come down to the wire, and that's going to settle the division.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the Buccaneers. I've been going to a lot of games the past couple years, and can't say I'll be following up with another year. Actually, I will be going. I'm going to the Eagles-Bucks, so We'll be showing you that. But, man, it's a tough time to be a Bucs fan. I do not believe in Baker.
I do. He has great receivers, great tight ends. He'll be fine.
Roster's great. O-line, questionable. Defense is great. Best linebacking core in
Well,
the league.
pump the brakes on the defense. They get hurt every single year, man.
They do get hurt.
If they get hurt this year, there's no coming back from that.
No. And I just don't think Baker's the guy. Kyle Trask is like competing with him. So, the best part of the Bucs season is going 1-1. Which means you ain't never going to be undefeated because you ain't going 1-0. Then, they're going to suffer the second longest losing streak out of any team in the season.
Hater.
Losing 8 games. It's not hate, it's just the ugly truth.
8?
Losing 8 games in a row.
That's a little brutal now. I mean,
And they're going to finish the season 3-14. 3-14 for my guys. Move this over so y'all can see. Then, we'll move on to San Fran. I used to really like this team. I coach a flag football team, and I stole a lot of their play designs. But, man, they do not stop talking, and they are butthurt about the NFC Championship.
well, listen.
Things happen, man.
They went through 4
Protect your
quarterbacks.
quarterback better if you want him to be healthy.
They went through 4 quarterbacks.
We smashed him. It's not like he was scrambling and cut. No, we smashed him in the pocket. Second quarterback, concussion. Get him out of here.
Well, the 3 quarterbacks before that, unfortunately, suffered major injuries. But it's fine. It's excuses. So.
The Niners are going to have a very successful season. They're going to be the best team in the NFC, and they're going to be 13-4.
Oh, he's not biased on this one. Okay, I like this. He's not biased for once on his birds.
All right.
Oh, God.
We'll move on to a lesser bird with the Seahawks. I don't even know what noise the Seahawks make. But
Sure.
I got them starting hot. I think they're going to start 6-1.
Gino Bandino.
They're going to split games with the Rams and the Niners. And they're
That
going
happens
to
every year.
every year. This is a tough division. They're going to go 11-6. Very strong team.
I see that.
Now another team that I think is going to bounce back. The over/under on the Rams wins is 6.5. Man, I take it all day. Depending on Cooper Kupp.
Really? Oh, Cooper Kupp isn't. Yeah, he got hurt.
Scary.
Hamstring is the start of a lot of problems. So let's pray he's gonna get out of there alive. But Cooper Kupp, I don't know, man. Just gotta keep an
Two
eye
of
on
my
it.
favorite players, man. Cooper Kupp and Christian McCaffrey in the same division. I mean,
San
Jalen Hurts
Fran
is
Rams
mine.
game goes crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen Hurts is my favorite player, but CMC, Kupp, love him. Now, we're going to move on to the Rams. All right? Man, I got y'all starting 0-3. After the bye, you guys are going to finish the season strong, and you're going to go 5-3. Yes. And you're going to finish with an overall record of 9-8. So you're going to be a very competitive team.
Average team. Okay.
Arizona.
Oh boy, yeah. Kyler out for more than half the year. Who do they got? Not other than that.
I don't know who the backup quarterback is, actually. I
Shoot,
should look into that.
We
They
might-
should have took Heineke from the Falcons.
Yeah, but they don't-
Heineke, I think, should still be for Washington.
who are their receivers?
They got Brown. Marquise Brown.
Oh.
Hollywood Brown, baby. Another Florida boy. I don't know why they broke up Hollywood Brown. And,
That was a mistake.
yeah, and
That ain't
Lamar,
no-
man, they live in the same hood.
They,
But they do. They live in the same neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
Which South Florida produced the best football players in the world. Look it up. Fact check it.
and Texas.
They can't compete with us. All right. So, back to it. Cardinals. Rough season. Definition of a dumpster fire. They're going to start 0-9. All right?
Oof.
Yes. They're going to win against Atlanta at home. It's going to be their first win of the season. And that 0-9 is going to be the longest losing streak of the season. So, with the overall record of 2 and
Ouch.
15.
Yeah, ticket sales this year are going to be really
Yeah, they're going to
down.
be giving them away for free.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one free.
Probably. That's what they
gonna
did
start
for the
with-
Browns a few years ago, actually. That was crazy.
But just like this easel, they're probably going to get it. Buy one, get one, 50% off.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Moving on to the North. Vikings.
Oh boy.
I got a love-hate relationship with this team. Great fantasy offense to target. I 100%.
Justin Jefferson, top pick in
Jefferson.
any fantasy league, man.
They got other. I just think they're a very high-paced team, and you want to target, especially the games they're in.
I think
you wanna target.
losing Cook is gonna be impactful.
I didn't understand that. I thought he had a good season.
Yeah, but
He did not have a bad season.
we'll see. We'll see what they bring in.
The Lions, though, I got them. Oh, I'm sorry, the Lions. We're talking about the Vikings. I'm sorry. Tough schedule. They got opponents, man. These are the opponents I got written down. They got Philly, tough opponent. They got the Chargers, San Fran, Cincinnati, at Denver. So they got to travel all the way over there. And Detroit twice. That's tough, man. I got them having 2 3-game losing streaks in the season.
Typical from Minnesota, though.
And they're going to finish the season average 7,
Really?
And-
Oh, what?
10.
Damn, Kirk. Come on,
I
Captain
think
Kirk.
that's shockingly bad or shockingly good.
I mean, maybe 2 wins more,
Okay.
but I mean, Minnesota's always average. Even though
I
their
like
offense
Kirk
is
Cousins.
explosive, their defense not so much, but their offense is really explosive. You will get out. I mean, any team that plays them will get into a shootout easily on offense with them. That's what they do. So, go on.
I like Kirk Cousins. I'm for him. I
Go
like
to
that.
Green Bay.
All right, Green Bay. So, man, rough season.
Yeah.
You're going to have a 5-game losing streak in there.
Yeah, maybe more.
You're going to finish the season 5-12.
Jordan Love, not that guy.
I've heard nothing but bad things out of
Oh no.
with
Oh
him.
no. The front office is crapping themselves. They're like, oh crap. I mean, why would you draft the quarterback as early as they did with the receivers and running backs they had at option? Oh Jesus, man. I hate to be a Packers fan now.
And 2 of those 3 wins are going to come against division opponents. So you're going to have some bragging rights. You're going to show up a little bit.
Not really. They're gonna be a worse team in the division.
Yeah, there are. Then someone's going to hit you with that. So, the Lions. I got them starting off hot. Very excited about the Lions. They're going 6-2. Heading into their Week 9 bye, they're going to be 6-2. Also, they're going to sweep Minnesota, which is going to play a really big role in their standings. And they're going to finish the season 10-7. I wonder when their last double-digit win was.
A while
Early
ago.
in Stafford's career.
A while
Early.
ago. Yeah.
Chicago. Very interesting team. You're going to start 1-0 and beat the Packers.
The best Ohio State quarterback so far.
And he's a running back. Dub. After that Packers dub, they're going to lose 3. And they're going to start 3-5
Ooh.
by game 8. So at the halfway point of the season, they're going to be 3-5. They're going to finish 6-3 after that bye week. So they're going to get their stuff together. I think teams, once the weather starts to pick up, the wind starts to pick up, weather gets ugly when they come to Chicago, they're not going to like it.
No team is gonna like it.
So they're going to finish the season mediocre, 9-8, but improvement from last year. Improvement. They were a tough team.
And all of the Aaron, owns them and this and that will be put to bed. The Bears don't have to be like Packers own us. Nope, they'll be put to bed because Green Bay is going to suck for the next however many years. So
I want to go to a Lambeau game though.
we have to,
I
but not
wanna
this
do
year.
that.
But not this year.
No, we
we
won't
got
do
too
that
too much spending to do this year so far. But we'll definitely be going to
Pretty
games.
low budget if you don't see. But we're making it work, and it's going to be
Hey,
evolving.
it ain't that low
shortly.
budget. It is more than what a lot of people are trying to do because they're not even doing it. So hey, you know what?
That's right. We got a vision, and we're gonna put our best. to make
We're
it work.
working.
Now this vision, I'm not too happy with. Niners are gonna be the 1 seed, home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
I mean, let's be honest. That's how it's been the last 3 years. They're just strong. I'm not saying that the Birds are a bad team. Obviously, no. They've proven me wrong.
The NFL's in trouble if the Eagles have home field. It happened every time
Yeah.
when we got home when the playoffs have to go through the link.
I
It's
just,
not good.
I will save what I have to save or say for my side of this, but the 49ers to me are going to be too strong to tame this year, and I think they figure out the quarterback situation.
I don't even want to hear it anymore. Number 2, your very own reigning NFC champs, GOAT killers,
All right, man.
Eagles. Would have been nice to add Mahomes to that resume, but it's all right. Now, number 3, we got the Lions. Probably the highest.
I love that.
They have finished in a while.
I have some close friends that are Lions fans. They're going to be really happy about that. It's been a long years for them.
Now, I'm messing up and not writing the abbreviations. I'm going to start doing that. I apologize. 4, I got that going to the Saints.
Yeah, because they won the division, the worst division in football this year.
Yeah, but all the wild card teams are better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what I hate about the NFL is like...
I don't know, man, because winning a division game, you got to have some for that.
Obviously, but it's just like, man...
I like that there's divisions, bro.
So let's
It
say...
makes rivalries, man.
So let's say the Saints get a home game against Seattle. I mean, how is that even, man? I mean, but...
Got to win your division.
Yeah.
Changes everything. I don't like how the NBA doesn't reseed.
Yeah, because it affects the Sixers out of everybody.
Man, you should reseed. So then the highest seed gets home field advantage. All right. 5.
The Heat proved
Highest seed in the wild card. Seattle.
Yeah.
Now, 6. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna be realistic. All right, and it's gonna be Dallas.
Well, we're gonna get so much crap from our Cowboys fans after this airs.
They're gonna sneak into the playoffs, but it don't matter. You can fast forward and they're gonna lose in the first or second round because they ain't going to the championship game.
Oh.
All right.
And if they do, we gotta move to Canada or something.
Because if they go to the NFC Championship game, they ain't going to the Super Bowl. And if they go to the Super Bowl, they ain't winning. Okay, how about that? All you Cowboys fans have seen my team win the Super Bowl and playing it twice. So if they go this year, you've seen my team play twice as much as yours. All right. 7. We're going to break the mold, and we're going to go with the Bears. Man.
Justin Fields.
I think he leads his team to the playoffs. I think they got a good roster.
Chase Claypool.
That was not the name I was going to bring up, but I was going to say DJ Moore, Chase Claypool.
Whoa, you think about it,
I got
defense's focus on DJ. Claypool becomes a very valuable option, so I like that.
I don't know about Chase Claypool. I think the best thing he did was score 4 touchdowns against the Eagles. That was the best thing he did. But Darnell Mooney, I think he's a dog.
Fantasy steal.
I think Darnell Mooney's a dog. Now, team going to the Super Bowl. I want to say my Eagles. And I had the Niners, but I'm going to change my pick now.
Really?
I am. And I think Jared Goff's going to go to the Super Bowl
What?
for a second time. For a second time.
What?
If one of these teams lose and the Lions end up with home field, which can very possibly happen, I got the Lions going to the Super Bowl. It'll be Lions Chiefs Super Bowl.
Are you serious right now?
I'm serious. That's what
Over
I
the
got.
Niners and the Birds, you got the Lions?
the Lions play the Niners, no.
Okay, the only way I see this happening is obviously the 49ers and Eagles have injuries every single year, but that's the only way I see it happening. The Niners, we know what happens when all of them get hurt. They collapse. The Eagles are already thin at DBs.
So the Eagles are going to play the Bears, and they're going to beat the Bears. Okay.
Oh, man.
And then the Lions are going to play the Cowboys. And I think the Lions can beat the Cowboys. I think the Lions will beat the Cowboys.
By double digits, but that's not the question here.
If Seattle can adjust.
Can they get past the healthy San Fran team? Can they get past the healthy Philly team? You really think if a healthy Philly team...
the Lions are scary. I think they're scary. I honestly do. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams will be back. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. I think they are a good team, and their defense is very, very good. CJ should have stayed with us, man.
I'm surprised. I am surprised. All right, well that's something to watch for.
That's my season very early season prediction.
Now, on the next segment, we will flip-flop. I will be in that chair doing NFC, and EJ will be doing AFC. I'll be interested to see that.
I'll be keeping it warm for you, so you'll be comfortable.
Yeah. But for sure, so this is our predictions, really early predictions. Obviously, we're not going to... a lot of this is not going to be that accurate, but, for the most part, it will. I think our playoffs are pretty much spot on.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's something you really don't agree with or really do agree with,
we don't care. See you on the next episode.